shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling.
We'll see how energetic today's live stream is going to be. Considering I completely forgot last week's live stream. How does that ever happen? I know it happened to me. First time ever. I was so into getting the academy, getting the back end updated. I was so into it, getting it all done, being in there, making sure everything is moved, making sure everything is set up. I'm trying to find my audio levels too. That it was just, I just completely, at 6 o'clock last night on Thursday, I was like, oh, stuff. Yeah, Gustavo, you didn't miss the live show last week. You didn't. I did. I have never done this before. Never missed a live show before, or an appointment. Or, at least it was my own live show. At least I wasn't guest on somebody else's live show. But yeah, that was an interesting one. And we were supposed to celebrate your team moving on to ClickUp. That was not the plan. That was not the plan. And I'm still kind of working on this whole. I got the new Elgato wave arm. So let me know how the audio is going, because now I'm closer to the microphone. Should be sounding better, at least on live shows. Recording, I'm still keeping it out of the way. So Gustavo, how is the move going? How is the team going? I want to hear. Because you guys switched from Jira. How do you actually say that? I always say it's Jira. Jira? I don't freaking know. Over to ClickUp. And I know we've been talking in the Discord channel a little bit. I'm actually going to talk about a couple of things today that came from the community. Yes! There's my. Yes! Sweet! Love it. Now we just need to get the team to also understand that lists don't necessarily have to be, or tasks don't have to be tasks. They also can be resources. We're actually doing that a lot with agency setups. In agency setups, we're doing this. Do I have an example of that? Let me see if I have an example of that for you. We are doing a lot of collecting assets in ClickUp and then referring back to them with our agencies. Meaning, I don't have an example, but I can build one really fast. Let me show you. That is freaking amazing. Love it. Also, yeah, we talked about this in the Discord channel, didn't we? A lot of people are trying to move all of their existing stuff and all the archive stuff and everything over into the new platform. So I'm happy you guys took that route and just take the open tickets, move them over to ClickUp, and go from there. We have seen a couple of agencies that were trying to get all of their last 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 years into the new project management. I'm like, why? Why? You don't need that. You really don't. Having said that, I know what you are working on. Let's talk a little bit about that. So what I was talking about with Gustavo on the Discord channel, and by the way, I should get that ready. If you want to join the Discord channel, let me get that ready. It's Ask EB. Why is my ClickUp doing things? I am trying to set something up in Ecamm. There it is. Ask ev.tips/Discord. That's what that is, and we are adding that. There it is. That is the link to the Discord channel if anybody watching wants to join the Discord channel. Cool. Let's close this. Now, Gustavo, what I think will help in the future for the team, I know they're not ready yet. They haven't wrapped their head around it yet. What we often do is in the project folders or wherever it makes sense, we have a list in there that could be called assets. Because I work a lot with marketing as well as social media agencies and that kind of stuff, we often have a list that's called brand assets or company assets or whatever it is. And all that list is a collection of assets. So in your case, what did you refer to? I don't remember. You linked something. You linked something. A document. You needed some kind of a document, whatever it is. Let's just say it was an SOP. What we often do is we have those assets in here. First of all, the team can go straight up into the asset list and knows exactly for either way that project or that client. All of the assets are linked in here, and you just use a URL field. I often enough use a URL field. Where is it? Website. That is, I just call that URL. My preview window doesn't want to go away. Didn't we just add the URL field? I swear I just added the URL field. URL. Oh, because it already exists. That's why. Where is all of my hidden? Yeah, I need to clean these up too. Don't do what I do. Keep your custom fields clean. I do like to use URL rather than link. And what we do with that is we collect all of the assets in here. The task name is the asset name. So whatever you link, the URL field. What is happening here? And why doesn't it show up? What's 3 empty fields? Now we have 3 URL fields there, yet they are not showing in the list menu. Refresh. Can I finish a sentence? Can you just load everything so I have a visual to what I'm talking about? Let's try this again. Thank you. I'm breaking shit again, as always. So with physical assets, if it's a document or whatever, what we do is we have one list. The task name is the name of the asset that we are linking to or whatever. We use the custom website field, and I use URL so I can literally just use it across the field to link to specific documents or off-site assets. And then what you can do in training or whatever list you wanted, you can set a relationship field that goes to that. Which client did we use? Did we use the client? There we go. That links to that asset list, and you can just cross-reference all of those assets. That's one of the things we do a lot. Just taking notes so I don't have to rewatch my own live show for show notes. Okay, jumping into your questions. Let's see. Hold. Let me take my link away. I love that phrase. We had a post-mortem meeting. That's why we get along so well. Had a post-mortem meeting this week and discussed how things are going. No bad comments, a ton of questions, but really good feedback. Perfect. Yes. Bring the team in, ask them what's working, what's not working. That's how you work best with your team. It's like you're in testing phase. You just moved from Jira over to ClickUp. Things will not make sense. Things are working different. Things will go south. That's just part of the process. So having this post-mortem meeting and talking about how is it going? What are you understanding? What are you not understanding? Helps you figure out where is the team getting stuck? What can we do better? And ClickUp gives us the possibility of just changing things around. Just because it's set up this way right now doesn't mean it has to be that way. And just working with it and working with the team. Make them part of it, and they're going to take ownership. Yeah, so if it's really just a couple of tasks, you probably can handle it different too. But I always like to have just an asset list, just something where you can dump everything, keep the links there, and then just link those tasks to wherever it needed. Okay, so in your case, we have a bunch of clients that buy ads on newsletter. We have a daily and weekly. You can actually buy ads on newsletters? You can buy ads nowadays anywhere, I guess. You mean like literally an ad that's getting plugged into a newsletter? Huh. Let me see. In our case, we have a bunch of clients that buy ads on newsletters, some daily, some weekly, and sometimes they buy for multiple days, not on the same week necessarily. Yeah, trying to keep track of who is doing what and when, you're going to have fun with that. So we link the task to the resource task, and with all the tasks, makes sense. Totally makes sense. That way you can link back to all of the information and how and what and where and when. Sweet. Yeah, sure. That's what the Discord channel is there for, to give you guys more help. I love how active you are in the Discord channel, because me helping people means people need to ask questions. I need to know where you are getting stuck and where things are happening. If I don't, I can't help. That's just how it is. Yeah, it's that way. So with the asset list, what I like about it is it prevents it helps with confusion. I get it. The team is thinking of ClickUp. It's getting hot in here. The team is thinking of ClickUp as a task management, but tasks also need assets. Now, having assets in the middle of everything and with all of the tasks built in and blah, having an actual asset list gives the differentiation between this is not something actionable, this is information. This is assets. This is the graphics, the colors, the branding in general. This is linking SOPs. Any kind of assets and information that helps you do your job better. That's what's in there. And everything actionable is in the rest. So that has always helped our team a lot, making that distinction of, okay, if I need to find something, I don't need to dig through the tasks. I can just go into my asset list, find the information, and then go back to the task list and get the stuff done. That's where it makes it a little bit easier. Now, there was also a question in the Facebook group that we're actually retiring. Everything is moving over to the Discord channel, working on updating links and everything. By the way, Gustavo, what are you drinking tonight and what snacks are we talking about? We are retiring. I am retiring the paying attention now, being active, being proactive in the Facebook group, simply because I like to be able to focus. Facebook is too noisy. There is too much stuff going on. But I also have to admit, it gives me exposure. So the group is there. The link to the Discord channel is there. But yeah, it's retiring. Where I was going with this. This is what happens when I go live when I'm tired. Yeah, chips and soda. What kind of chips? Don't tell me you are the pickle cucumber kind of chips guy. Please. Judith in the Facebook group asked, the question started out as, okay, do I have to pay multiple times for the same member? So where she was going with that is she has multiple workspaces. And if she has multiple workspaces and she has a user that is in Workspace 1, Workspace 2, and Workspace 3, does she have to pay for all three of them? And yes, you have. Yes, you do. It doesn't matter. It's a separate workspace. If you buy 3 cars and person 1 drives car 1 and then person 1 drives car 2 and person 1 drives car 3 too, you still have to pay for all of the 3 cars. It doesn't matter. ClickUp Workspaces work the same way. Now, the question came up, why different workspaces to begin with? Why? And often enough, you can run 1099s or VAs as a full access guest. They don't have an everything view. There is definitely limitations, but it is possible. With a lot of independent contractors, you can just run guests. But we dug deeper into this question of, why are you running 3 workspaces? And her answer to that was that she has 3 different companies and was thinking that it might be better to have each company in its own workspace. She's in the testing phase right now, figuring it out, trying to figure out how she wants to structure it, how she wants to get people in and all those things. Now, my question is, how much separation do you want on those companies? Often enough, especially when I was phasing out my agency, Oh, I need a separate workspace for that because the same team is working in both of the companies. I can literally just have a PCM client space. I can have an Ask EV client space. I can have a PCM admin space and that kind of thing. But that comes down to how you want to run your businesses. For example, often enough, it's actually legally the same company and you are just running 3 different Etsy stores for the sake of better branding or whatever it is. You don't always have to run a separate workspace for every single company. It really comes down to how much separation you want between those companies. If you say, you know what, I'm building this agency into a multi-million-dollar company and then selling it, sure, run it on a separate workspace in ClickUp. Now, there is another thing that is possible. You can move workspaces. Now, you can't, but you can. What I mean by you can move workspaces. Moving workspaces is possible by turning your spaces into a template. It really is that easy. Yes, theoretically, you could message customer support and be like, hey, can you move that over to me? It's not necessary. So let me show you what we have done. With that, before I show you how to do all of that, with that, what we often have done with companies in starting phase or multi-passionate entrepreneurs that are running multiple businesses, we start them out in one workspace. The companies are separated within that workspace by folder, meaning you have company 1 admin folder, you have company 2 admin folder. You have company 1 clients, you have company 2 clients. You are separating, you're not completely throwing them all together in one pile. You are separating them, but you're staying in one workspace. And then all you have to do when you turn one of these companies into a multi-million-dollar company, what you do is you take that company 1 workspace and you save everything that is in there. All of it. And you save it as a template. And you just say, company 1 move, whatever you want to call it. Yes, I can't spell. Company 1 move. Import everything. You set that as a public share. You go into your new workspace, you import that with that public share URL that's being created, and now suddenly you don't have to move every single little task or every single little list. You literally just move the spaces that are connected to that company. And now, because it's a multi-million-dollar company, you're running it in its own ClickUp space, and you do have the cash sitting around to just pay for your team in both workspaces and run it that way. It really is that simple. Because I'm like, think about it. Even if you run your, I'm always thinking agency simply because it's the most top of mind of me. Even if you are running your setup in a sense like Amara does, if you haven't seen, we talked about that, how to set up agencies. There's 2 ways you can do that. Amara has chosen to go the route with doing clients as a space. Every client has their own space. Even with that, if you are that big that you are running 120 clients, first of all, you would probably not start like that. Let's say even you have 20 clients, you only need to move 20 folders. It's going to take you a little bit of time, but you easily can move that because you can move the whole space. You literally just choose client 1 space, move it over to the new space, workspace. I swear to this time, why did they call it workspace and spaces? ClickUp, can we get a new naming convention, please? So that's that. When you get to the point of, okay, the company is big enough for this to be its own ClickUp workspace, just move the spaces over. It's really that simple. And I'm happy to hear. I see. I'm still trying to work this arm out, how it works best. Happy to hear it's regular potato chips. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of potato chip flavors where I'm like, just eat a pickle if you want a pickle taste. Just saying. Let's take a look really fast on the release notes. I think there was some magic happening. The release notes, ClickUp. There was some magic happening and I missed this last week. Updated over a week ago. So that is last week's release. Ooh, we can assign teams now. Look at that. Ooh, Gustavo, this might be a feature for you. Where's my screen share? There's my screen share. Yep, I knew there was something happening. That was, as you guys know, Friday is release day. So I'm always a little bit behind now. You can now assign teams, not just people, in the people field. So there's a differentiation. You have your assignee. What is happening here today? My internet has been crappy too. So you got assignee, but you also got the people field. That one right there. And you can include teams. You also can choose if you want to show guests or not, or just simply show all the people. And if you want to select multiple people or not. So there's a couple of things there where I think this might come in handy, Gustavo, for you with tickets if a specific team needs to take care of it. But also who's the account manager. We have used the people's field a lot for showing who is the account manager on that project or something like that. So it's nice that we now have the team field in there too. Okay, you have to help me because we got a delay between me talking and your message popping up. What did you want to do 2 weeks ago? And that was before the show I missed. So what did we try to do 2 weeks ago? Okay, Zeb posted an update again too. Why am I having coffee in the afternoon at 4? At least it's a decaf, so let's hope I'm going to be sleeping this tonight. Okay, so they've been focusing on increasing overall performance. I have to say, I have seen the difference in speed, in the automation running, and all the whole shebang. Now you can. Again, it's not that you can, quote, assign a team. So we don't right here in what the heck is happening? I click away from it and I shouldn't touch. We are in retrograde, aren't we? Technology has been an ass to me as of late again. It just doesn't want to, does it? Oh, maybe because it's empty. Duh. That would help. So under assignee, you really can just assign people. You're gonna need the people's custom field in there to be able to assign the team. That people's field is the only field where you actually can plug in the team to assign. You cannot do that in the assignee itself. So there is that differentiation. This time, yeah, we know that structural changes always take a little bit longer. And I definitely have seen speed improvements. So I'm curious if any and everybody else has seen improvements. I have. But they're also pretty much right down the street for me. Yes. Leadership has been going. They've been able to secure quite a few amazing people. I am really happy that they are working on the processes around bugs and how they're handled. DevOps continues working on production infrastructure suite. Oh. Testing is underway in our internal environments for the new search data pipeline. Ooh, I did not know that yet. That's going to be interesting. Because I have to admit, having a search here that only searches for lists and folders and then having a search there, because I have to be honest, I always click this for the initial search when I'm trying to find a task, and then I remember this is just lists and folders. I can't even find what the hell I'm looking for. So we'll see where they're going to take that. Dashboards. Yes. I'm not working much with dashboards right now because it is what it is. Okay, let me move you over so I actually can see all of you. So you've seen speed improvements, but some of you want more speed. We always want more speed. So you have delays on seeing the comments, huh? That's interesting, because I haven't. Again, they're working at. We have definitely seen improvements, and I know. When did I talk with Zep? I don't know. I have yelled at this poor guy so often, and I finally was nice because they really worked their asses off. I always gotta remember, it's like I'm always on the forefront of, really, guys? Seriously, guys? But once in a while, I gotta also be the nice German and actually pay respect where respect is due. They've worked their asses off to do all of that. So, more visibility for protected views. What the hell does that mean? We've made it easier than ever to identify if a view is protected. After enabling protect view, we are showing, that's what it is. It's that piece up here where you can say this is a protected view. Yep. That right there. So what did they do to that? You'll now see a shield icon located on the top of the view tab. Wasn't that always there? I thought that was always there. That one right there. Huh. Maybe it's new. Maybe it's not. That is one of the updates I am really excited about. There is nothing worse than error code 123. Screw you. I'm not going to tell you what's actually wrong. Yeah. Okay, Canny integration. So Canny is a third-party platform that has developed an integration to allow you to link Canny posts to ClickUp tasks. Associate your customer feedback with tasks in ClickUp and keep your customers updated with status. Oh, this is huge. This is huge. So I have built a support request form. So if you go on myacademy.com, you can see, I actually can just show you. You can go out of the way. Let me show you. So I'm using ClickUp for my support ticketing. And this is resolved. Complete. for my ticketing software support, ticketing support. So when you go onto my academy, you see the support request information, blah, 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 right? And they are coming in here with how you feel about it, all those kind of things, right? Now, Kenny is public ticketing support feature request kind of thingy. Now you can combine your regular support tickets with your Kenny posts, with your feature requests, and people automatically can be up. I'm loving this. This is huge. So, in accordance with you, we are required to notify that we added 3 sub-processes, blah, blah, blah. Bug fixes. Okay. Yeah, I told you guys I'm tired today. Sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely like the team in people's field thingy. Hi. So, what's your next plan, Gustavo? Testing and polishing, I'm guessing. Okay, I'm building a dashboard next week to handle my Scrum meetings. I want something that reflects what every team member has worked on, not only assignees. Okay, help me a little bit with that. I'm going to build a dashboard next week to handle my Scrum meetings. Got that. Something that reflects every team member has worked on, not only assignees. That would be a task filter. So you want to see the task, not just the assignee, but you pretty much could, in your Scrum meetings, I want something that reflects every team member has worked on, not only assignees. Can we display tasks by team? Now you got me on something. And I'm not on my best brain behavior today. Testing ground. And I don't have a team in here. Ooh, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants. So you normally go one by one and they tell you what to do. I added a field to capture who has worked on each task. Ooh. Look at you. I want to see that when that's done. Please. That totally makes sense. Building a view that filters by that field. Yeah, that's the easiest. Because you filter by custom field. Do I have... Let me see. Let's just do a new dashboard. Oh yeah, I would love to see that. So thanks for that. Because you are doing a task list location, let's just do... Where is screen share? There we go. So whatever, we'll just select all. No, not in this one. Not in this one. No, no. Back to the sandbox. Dashboards. And we're doing a test dashboard. Adding a widget, so you could do the regular task list, select all, group by, group by status, but then filter it by, where's my custom, oh, do I not have? Oh yeah, there it is. That is a custom field. And this is why. Yep. What kind of custom field are you using? Are you using a drop-down custom field? Hey, Eric. What are you still doing up? Hold on. You are not Germany time. You are only 8 hours ahead of me. Right? I think you were 8 hours, not 9 hours. 5 o'clock. I cannot count. I'm not going to count. You should be in bed though, shouldn't you? Oh, so you're using the people custom field. I don't have a people custom field. But yeah, same thing, because you should just be able to choose the same thing. Just like people is prep. Okay, now I want to test this. Let's add field name, test people, include teams, entire workspace, fine. Ah! As I protected this view earlier. Unprotect view, thank you. I don't have anybody else in here, but we still can do that. Filter. If I could spell people. Test people, look at that. Oh, I was in me mode. Was I in me mode? But yeah, look at that. You totally can do that. I like that. Gustavo, that is a nice setup. Ooh. Yeah, that's same. So yeah, your two filters would be where test people is your team, and then the other filter is your location filter. You already can do that beforehand. Your location filter right here, if you used everything, or when you do in settings, rather than using the 19 locations, matters. Do you want to build a dashboard for every Scrum meeting, or do you just want to keep it going? So you either way can do that task list in setting and choose your sprint folder right in here. Or you can use all 19 locations and just with every meeting change the filter in here and change that location. So you just leave everything and you change it in here. You can do that too. It should. Seriously, Gustavo, it totally should work that way. So I'm in bed with you? Is that what you were saying? I couldn't help it. It was right there. It was right there. Okay, so yes, totally. Now the question is, do you want one dashboard for each Scrum meeting? Or do you want one dashboard that you keep repurposing? That is the first question. That decides... Oh, so far yeah. So what you wanted to do with the focus on the team, yes. Using the people's field, having your team in there, whatever you want to do. As you can tell, it totally works. The decision you got to make is it a overall Scrum meeting dashboard that is getting reused, which... one dashboard to rule them all. Cool. Then what I would do in this case is having the settings here to all location. All location, that it always pulls everything in. And then do your filter in here with the location is, and that becomes your location filter to... Do I have any filters in here? There you go. That's your Scrum folder. Done. Team support. That's your Scrum folder. What else do you need on a Scrum meeting dashboard? Bring it on. I'm having fun. I'm starting to wake up. You know that was coming when you said you have me in bed. You knew it. And it's just me. I had to go there. And that's not even kinky yet. Don't tell YouTube. They're going to take my advertising away. All joking aside. Yeah, Gustavo, what else do you need in a Scrum dashboard? Bring it on. I'm having fun with this. 45. I need to note that down. 45 Scrum dashboard. All right. Problem solved. I can go home now. Oh, wait, I am home. I'm not going to bed yet, though. Cool. Fine with me. That should solve your issue. Seriously. Task list in the dashboard. If you're going to have to duplicate them, because I am guessing you're going to have here. Hold on. Not preview mode. So guessing here, because I don't work much in Scrum. Nope, that was the other one. Why is that? Apparently Ecamm has way too much fun with us because it had to pull that one up again. I'm going to have to get that in German though at some point. I can only guess what you were saying. Gustavo, back to you. The only thing you might need to do is, because I'm guessing you're going to need 1, 2, 3 teams in here or something like that. To a couple of different views. What I would do is literally just duplicate this thing and then change that team filter to whatever else you need. And just have a couple of those to have those straight up going. That's it. That's an easy one. I'm like, you were easy to please. That's an easy one. That's literally just an easy sorted list where we've been playing a lot with is charts and all kinds of fancy stuff. Okay, I might need to move the mic a little bit over. Yeah, exactly. So all you do is you set the first one up, you just duplicate it and you change the people. That's it. And you just do, I like the 2 column, 3 column gets a little bit tight. And just do that. Done. Duplicate, change people, done. And it's easy, it's really easy to just duplicate that widget and just duplicate the widget, send it off, change the people. Yeah, but reading Swiss German is a little bit more difficult than hearing Swiss German. Though I should be pretty good with Swiss German considering how Americans butcher German language. It's more of a guessing than actually understanding. Always happy to help. You made my day. Cool. I would say that is me for today. We got you all squared away. I'll see you in the Discord channel. And I'm proud I didn't forget about my own live stream again. Ooh. Actually, there's a couple of things coming out. You made it this far. Let's share what's happening. First of all, there is a new podcast on the block. Where are you? There it is. Especially for my agency peeps. Love it. Our agency is accelerated from a Go Up Holds. They're sharing a whole bunch of different points of view and approaches to grow, make your agency better, add additional offerings. Those guys, they've been doing so much in so many different topics. My new favorite, morning listen to. That is one thing that's happening. You're going to hear more of that. I think, oh, look, the new one just released today. I guess I know what I'm going to listen to with my coffee tomorrow morning. The other thing that is going to be announced here pretty soon, and Gustavo, you probably already saw it popping up in the Discord channel because I scheduled the live shows yesterday. Where did my, oh, because it's not .com, it is .club / there it is. That's the one. I am doing a new live show, limited live series with eCam. As you can see, we are just finishing up the rest of the setup. So if you're scrolling on it, I think you should stop. Ooh, no, it got updated today. Look at that. Caleb has been on top of it. This is going to be an 8-part limited series I am doing with eCam, all about how to streamline your streams and turning your passion into profit. It'll be fun specifically for all my content creators. So this doesn't necessarily just apply to live streams, but also recorded video. So that'll be fun. And then last but not least, I'm going on a phone call tomorrow. And I can't share yet. But I might be writing a book soon. So we'll see tomorrow. I'm on the first kickoff call tomorrow to get a couple of things squared away. But yeah, this has been a project in the making for, I need to say a lie, 6 months? I think so. Something like that. Did I? That looks weird. Been working on that for 6 months. We finally have the kickoff call tomorrow. If everything goes smooth, I might be starting to write a book here pretty soon. And not just some book, like a big book. That'll be interesting. I get to officially announce it and tell you all about it once the contract is signed and all of that is done. So, but I'm excited about that. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun. They're all fun projects. This is the nice thing of working with companies that I like, that are not micromanaging me. Oh, talk about not micromanaging me. We're just finishing up another project too. Should be coming out soon too. The companies I work with, we all know. We all use affiliate links. You guys know that I'm making money from ClickUp. I'm getting residual income through my affiliate links there. But I get to work with companies that actually want to work with me. And that's when work suddenly isn't work anymore. I can sit here in the afternoon and talk and do and record videos and be like, hey, Ecam is doing a stream with me because I love these companies. So it's fun. It's fun turning a passion into profit. And I like that phrase. I'm going to have that more often. I had them going to see. I knew my Discord channel, you guys would appreciate that. I had them going. I'm already testing new automations again because I used to have that running through Zapier, but I want to move things over to Integrately. So Integrately had some API issues with YouTube where YouTube flagged them for too much API usage. YouTube, really? I'm like, it's an automation, whatever. So they seem to have been able to get that squared away with YouTube finally. So I'm like, okay, let's keep the Discord channel running to see how it's going, if everything is going through, if I'm getting an error message again and that kind of thing. But it seems to be going fine because I knew you guys would have fun knowing what's coming up. And thank you. With that, successful move from Jira to ClickUp. Yes! We're cheersing with coffee and soda. Keep me updated on how that dashboard is going. I really want to see what you build with that. I'll see you all in the Discord channel. And if I actually could find the text field that I built for the link, it is what it is. There it is. No, it's not. That's something else. I need to clean up my ecam. I see you all in the Discord channel, askev.tips/Discord. And again, next week, if I don't sleep through it, at 4 p.m. Pacific. Bye, everybody.
Honey, I got what you want.